Good morning. Abstinence. Experience strength and hope from members of Overeaters Anonymous. This one's entitled Island Oasis. I went to my first OA meeting 3.5 years ago with two dreams. The first was to stop compulsive overeating. The second was to travel. So far in recovery, I've kept off 13 pounds and have been around the world. After 18 months in the program, I had lost 10 pounds and had just landed a new job teaching college-level English to members of the Navy, while deployed on a tender taking care of combat ships in the Persian Gulf. As I prepared to leave the States, I had no idea what to expect, nor even what countries my ship would be visiting, as that information was classified. The only instructions I got were I couldn't wear skirts on board. Naturally, I was sad to leave my wonderful OA home group, my sponsors, and the members I was sponsoring. But I planned to take my program with me. I heard that many ships had 12-step meetings, usually AA, nightly, but I suspected that my classes would probably meet in the evenings too, when the sailors were off duty. I worried about whether I'd be able to make the meetings and whether I could work an OA program with only AA support. In typical fashion, I found myself worrying needlessly about the following month's schedule of the ship on the other side of the world. The flight to the Philippines took 19 hours. After a brief rest, I got onto a military plane full of sailors and we headed for our next stop, Diego Garcia. Diego Garcia is a tiny island 7 degrees south of the equator in the middle of the Indian Ocean. As we landed, the island looked like a scene from South Pacific, a coconut grove bordering a clean white beach curving around a horseshoe-shaped bay. We were dying to get in the water, but everyone from the plane had to wait in a huge processing room. There were sailors from dozens of ships, and everyone's paperwork had to be processed in the maddeningly slow way of the military. In the midst of hundreds of blue and white uniforms, I happened to take a seat behind a woman just as she opened her briefcase to reveal OA pamphlets.